If you love me, you will keep my commandments, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to be with you forever. This is the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it neither sees him nor knows him. You know him because he abides with you, and he will be with you. Good morning. Welcome to a short biblical reflection on the Gospel reading from the Gospel according to John chapter 14. In the lectionary verses from 15 up to 21, I am extending up to the verse 26. It is the Gospel reading for the sixth Sunday of Easter year A. As we have it in the lectionary, verse 15, the opening verse, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments," is answered by verse 21, "He who has my commandments and keeps them, that the one is the one who loves me, and he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and will reveal myself to him." And in the middle, the verses also words which I read at the beginning is the announcement of the Holy Spirit called in the first instance as the Advocate. However, this Gospel reading, it would be necessary to extend because the speech about the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, it still continues in the Gospel according to John, and therefore we should go up to verse 26 when we hear again, "But the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you everything and will remind you of all that I have said to you." And the relation between keeping the commandments, which already I mentioned, verses 15 and 21, is still spelled out in verse 23 in more beautiful way. "If anyone who loves me will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home in him." So this keeping commandments, which is in relation to love as an example, as a proof of loving Jesus, keeping his commandments or keeping his words means the same. And therefore, the one who keeps those commandments expresses his love or her love for God, and consequently will be loved by God. And then in verse 23, we have this statement that my Father will love him and will come to him. Now this word "come to him" includes not only Jesus, who is making the statement and in relation to God the Father, but also the Holy Spirit, who is announced in this passage, and will make our home in him. So the one who expresses love by keeping the commandments will be loved by the Holy Trinity. And this connection between between love, which is all the prerogative of God, one of the qualities in the writings of John, in the letters, we have this beautiful definition that God is love itself, but also the Holy Spirit in particular is called as love, and we find it, for example, in the writings of St. Augustine, and here beautifully, we can also read and refer to the letter of St. Paul to Romans in chapter 5, verse 5, where we read, "God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us." I would like to wish you a nice day, a nice reflection on this gospel reading. God bless you.